Hey my best friend, welcome back to my channel, my returner subbies, and if you're new, it's your favorite southern psychic, Lele in the building. And today we got another readers. Go ahead, get your drinkity drink, go get your snackity snack, and let's get it poppin'. Okay, so today's topic of discussion, people had no idea what you were capable of. Alright, and so you're coming out on top in this situation, and it definitely feels like a situation that you just got out of that was really difficult. Okay, it definitely feels like you kind of got in the survival mode, right? Where it's almost like you realize that you were a lot stronger than you even thought you were. Okay, so sometimes, when we're put in situations, we never really know how strong we are until we experience it, right? Until we're forced to be strong. And I'm hearing that you kind of had to pick yourself up and be strong regardless of how you felt, right? And so, like, you went straight up stone cold, okay? In the literal term, it like literally like Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't putting up with nobody's BS is what I'm hearing. Okay, so definitely this energy, it's definitely given air energy, more analytical and like stealth in the situation where you had to, like I said, pick yourself up and get analytical and real about the situation. Okay, so like the moment that they crossed you, like some people really did you dirty and like you didn't even have to lift a finger is what I'm hearing. Okay, and so through the situation, even though maybe you had dirt on people or maybe like you had all the cards in your hands to sit there and like be like, well, okay, y'all gonna do this, let me go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like fighting that fire with fire, but instead you decided to be resourceful in the situation, hold your head up high with integrity and not let these people put you down, okay, or make you feel some sort of way. It definitely feels like maybe for a moment like there was this energy of like having to heal your self-worth in this situation, because a lot of times, whenever people do us dirty like that, like it can really like mess up our self-esteem a little bit. And so this is something that you had to learn, is to not base your self-esteem on how other people treat you, okay? And that is not a reflection of your own integrity and who you are, the way people treat you, right? But the way that you handled it was with such grace and resourcefulness is what I'm hearing, okay? And so they messed with the wrong one, period, because they thought that they was going to get something over your head. They thought they were going to get away with doing whatever they did to you, okay? Definitely feels like some sort of betrayals that you dealt with, okay? And so loyalty was definitely tested in this situation. And so now what's happening is that as you have reevaluated the whole situation that you went through, right? And like I said, we have the Hermit and the King of Swords. This is your energy, right? You had a lot of time to really think about things and really get serious about what you wanted for yourself in this situation and the outcome. Okay, I'm definitely hearing like the outcome is in your favor, literally, okay? So we have the Seven of Cups with the King of Pentacles, right? And so like this is an energy of, certain illusions were trying to be cast on you in regards to your self-worth. And it comes to this point of realization that you had, this epiphany that you was the hot SHIT, you know what I'm saying? And so now what's happened is like people are literally getting their karma is what I'm hearing. We have the Hanged Man, we have the Wheel of Fortune and Justice, okay? God don't like ugly, period. And so you being loyal, like this was a test to some people about loyalty, okay? Some people were not loyal to you is what I'm hearing here. And so they are getting like rung up in their own karma, okay? They could be literally locked up. For some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like that's part of their karma, okay? And so we also have the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles. So that's beautiful to see the King and Queen of Pentacles in this reading together, because this is a solid couple. Like I said, back to loyalty, back to being like solid in yourself and like evaluating who is real and who's fake, right? Like that's literally what I'm hearing, especially with that Seven of Cups, right? So people tried to cast an illusion and it's like you didn't fall for the bait is what I'm hearing. And like you know who you are, you know where you stand in the situation now, and now is a time of new beginnings with this Full energy, okay? And I will say this with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, like this is the time period where like you're just staying stable in yourself and you're slaying the day, okay? And so we also have the World card and the Eight of Cups, okay? So you have reevaluated this whole situation, right? Very logical, very analytical, like I said, very stealth and getting your ducks in a row and making sure that you're solid on your end, right? And like the moment that they crossed you, boo, I'm telling you, they got instant karma and retribution is what I'm hearing. And so they messed with the wrong one. They don't realize like you don't want to just sit there and mess with anybody, especially if you're someone who is spiritually connected, right? That's what I'm hearing. You're very much spiritually connected, and like maybe you have like a good prayer life. It's like given like, you're very much in tune with the spirit realm and your guardian angels, your ancestors, okay? And whatever it is that you connect with on a higher plane. Okay, so you are highly connected, like I said, and some people, like, they don't know your spirit team. Okay, they didn't realize, like, oh, I don't want to mess with that one, because if they had known that karma would bite them in the you-know-what this fast, they would not have crossed you, is what I'm hearing. And so now, as you keep your head high and you just walk away and just walk into this new chapter, Spirit is saying, like, healing is looking so good on you. We have healing looks good on you, sis. Now you have space to shine. Exactly. And you're getting the recognition that you deserve from all of your hard work and efforts, okay? And also this message that's coming through, like, another thing that was strengthened through this was your throat chakra, right? So there is this energy of you being activated in your throat chakra and finally, like, speaking the truth, right? I'm also hearing standing up for yourself, okay? So you did stand up for yourself with integrity, holding your head high, and, like, nothing's ever going to hold you back again. You know, it just feels like this situation is over with, and Spirit saying all they can do is watch you, okay? We have the stalking energy, okay? You're over here taking up space is literally the message. You're in your highest alignment, okay? And we have Smile by Lily Allen coming through. When you first left me, I didn't know what to say, and I've never been on my own that way, right? So there's that energy of, like, you have never been on your own in this way where you felt like you were kind of like thrown out to the sharks of the situation and had to fend for yourself. Like, you didn't realize how strong you were. I feel like, you know, maybe for a moment, like, you thought that you were, it just feels like this energy of, like, maybe feeling frumpy or feel like you didn't have the energy, but it's almost like the universe had this whole, like, karmic situation happen to kind of light a fire under your butt, is what I'm hearing, okay? And so the fire was lit, it has been ignited, and now you know who you are and who they are, you know what I'm saying? So definitely people showed their true colors in the situation, and they look making themselves look crazy, period. Now, we also have Shine coming through twice in this reading. So this card says, something about her stood out from the rest. With no holding back, she became the very best. So you're becoming the very best version of yourself. We do also have the Earth card, which is crazy because we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This card says, as above, so below. I am the trees, I am the snow. I am the one that bears good fruit. I am the fallow growing my roots. So you are finally putting roots down. You know, this whole situation, you felt like you were uprooted from what was familiar, but it was a familiar hell, is what I'm hearing, okay? It's like you were so comfortable being uncomfortable for so long, and the moment that you were stripped away from this, I feel like things were just stripped away from you, and, like, you realize, like, as you're on the other side looking better than ever and doing better than ever, like, dang, like, I can't believe I put up with that disrespect for that long, you know what I'm saying? And so now it's the energy of you just standing, like I said, there's just this word of integrity that's been coming up in the past couple of readings lately. Like, this is something that you're strengthening, is like knowing who you are, standing in your truth and your values, okay? And so definitely I feel like you're getting realigned with what you value right now, okay? And so we also have milestones and reveal, okay? So like I said, like, you're now in this process of just taking up space, right? It's like you're kind of like establishing your new territory, is what I'm hearing. And, like, as you're glowing and shining and being the best version of yourself, like, literally you got people who are in heavy regret for this betrayal that they did. Literally strung up, like the universe straight up strung they, you know what's, okay? Okay, with the karma coming through with the justice and the Wheel of Fortune, period. Now, the reveal card says, hidden motives and hidden truths. Call the elephant out in the room. Confrontation brings new light. Hide away or stand and fight. You didn't fight back with darkness. You know, you didn't give that same kind of dark energy. You fought back with the light, is what you've done. Okay, and so you are God's chosen one. You're one of God's strongest warriors, is what I'm hearing here, okay? And so I'm so proud of you for fighting tall with light, okay? Fighting darkness with love and truth and honesty, okay? So yeah, you've hit this major milestone in your life, and all these people could do just watch you, okay? And so definitely, like I said, through this battle, you literally had to, like, kind of like shut your emotions off, you know what I'm saying? Especially back to that Seven of Cups energy, right? Because a lot of times, especially if you have like certain Pisces placements in your chart, is what I'm hearing, it can kind of get you disillusioned and not able to see yourself clearly or the situation clearly. And you have to kind of shut your emotions off and be like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get savage. Let me go ahead and become a boss babe, right? So you turn into a straight up boss babe savage, is what I'm hearing. Yes. We also have the Emperor underneath here. We have the Devil, yeah, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Exactly, and Judgment. Exactly. People are getting judged for what they did behind closed doors is literally the message coming through here, okay? Definitely betrayal energies, like the things that, like, this is what I'm literally hearing. Things were revealed to you, but there were also other things that you didn't even know about that happened. And so Spirit's saying that that whole reality was stripped away from you, because if you had gone down that path, who knows where it would have taken you. You are fiercely protected. You have these guardian angels who have protected you from such dangerous situations, okay? And so even though maybe it got really dark at one point, like it could have gotten even darker is what I'm hearing. And so like I said, there were things that happened in the shadows is what I'm hearing that you were not aware of, and they got judged for that is literally what's coming through here, okay? So what they did in the dark was brought to the light, and now they are literally getting their karma. And the fact that you picked yourself up like this as the strong warrior that you are, the universe rewards courage, okay? You are very courageous through the situation. Now I want to go ahead and show you some affirmations. You can comment down below the affirmations if you want to, okay? But the first one is, I am safe. So right now Spirit is saying that you are safe. It is the time to let go of that energy of like holding on and like being overly tough and strong and resilient because you had to be. You're safe to be yourself. You're safe to let your walls down right now, okay? Because now you have, I'm hearing you have this new fortress, okay, that you've built around yourself, this force field that is protecting you and holding you right now through this challenging time, okay? You're finally through it. Like the worst of it is now over with is what I'm hearing. We have I am celebrated coming through as well. So I am safe. I am celebrated. I am abundant, okay? Kingpin energy, queen pin, okay? And I am fearless. So you are fearless. You are so strong, and Spirit is really proud of you for getting through that dark situation, because boo, you are a survivor and you're not going to give up, period. So let's go ahead and see some more energies coming through here, Spirit. Tell me more about this energy. Hustling coming through. Like I said, there's, you know what's on your brain right now is probably your finances currently, especially with the I am abundant energy coming through. That is Taurus energy, okay? But you gonna be making it rain this season because you're hyper focused on bettering yourself, okay? I'm so proud of you. Oh my goodness. Yes, yeah, we have reflecting karmic friends and want you back. Like I said, some people, look, we have that stalking energy. You got people who are keeping tabs on you, people who did you dirty, because they now see you thriving. Like, this is your season to thrive and be independent and, like, own what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So we have reflecting coming through. You were reflecting about, like, these karmic friends and having to learn discernment. Back to that Seven of Cups energy, okay? You literally have people suspended in this karmic energy, okay? They are suspended is what I'm hearing. Back to that Hanged one, okay? And so now they're just over here, like maybe you have people unblocked kind of thing, because it's like, you know what? I want these mofos to see the progress that I've made, okay? And yes, you should be proud of the fact that you overcame the devil, okay? So we have that karmic friends and wants you back. And that's their energy right now. They're wanting to kind of like either they want to start over. They wish that they never crossed you because of the karma that they got, okay? The truth is that they're just mad that they got caught, okay, in their web of lies is what I'm hearing. You know, that whole ride or die ish, like that is so played out is what Spirit's saying, right? Because some people, it's like they take that ish literally and they be trying to drive you off the damn cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's given. And so it's like you jumped up out the car. You're like, I ain't going down with you with your craziness. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's given. That's what it's given. Like you are in your power. You are owning your own energy, and not, it's like just because we're acquainted with you or we're friends with you or I'm dating you, whatever it is, like doesn't mean that you need to be on that hamster wheel of BS with them. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's given. Marrying for money and drama starter. Okay, so some karmic friends were in this energy of marrying for money, especially if you knew that was the case with them. Like someone who is a gold digger is coming through. It definitely feels like someone who is trying to use somebody else's resources, coming back to that hustling energy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get what you have, get what you worked for is also what I'm hearing. Okay, they were a drama starter, and like they want you back because like you're unattainable now. Your energy is unattainable. You know your worth. You add tax, period. Something didn't pan out like they thought it would. That's literally what I'm hearing. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too, is what I'm hearing, and it backfired. Okay, that's literally what I'm hearing. Love triangle, y'all, karmic friends could be like third party relations kind of thing. Like I said, betrayals. Like you had to pick yourself up and fight for your life is what I'm hearing, okay? And so like this really taught you a lot about discernment and not trusting everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's given, especially with that third party and karmic friends, okay? And so yeah, they're getting their karma is literally what I'm hearing. Exactly. Too busy winning. This is your energy. Your energy is high vibing now is what I'm hearing here, okay? So your energy is high vibing because you've really been purged through this situation and now you're coming up on top, okay? Yeah, what's coming through here is somebody was trying to get in a situation because they were trying to see what they could get out of it. Okay, very greedy people that you were surrounded with is what I'm hearing here, okay? But we do have fake flexing and giving money coming through. A lot about finances, okay? But this person's a grudge holder because you rejected them, okay? They're a grudge holder because you rejected them and decided to move on with your life is what's coming through here, okay? I'm hearing this message come through heavily with the gold digging energy. Like, this gold digger realized somebody was actually broke, okay? I'm hearing counterfeit. Like, all around, these people that you broke away from were counterfeit. And, like, you're realizing you are the gem. You were that diamond in the rough. You were the real deal because you worked hard to get to where you are. And I think that's the reason why you had to cut people out, because they just wanted to sit here and just ride your damn tailcoats. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you had to put people in their place bankrupt, bro. Like, somebody was fake flexing, they're actually bankrupt is what's coming through here, okay? And so maybe they realized real quick, like, they got in a situation, they thought they was going to get money out of somebody. Like, this is the energy, like, that was surrounding the situation. It might have been with you or somebody else is what's coming through here, okay? But definitely, it's just either money hungry or people who just want to siphon from other people's energy, okay? And this is what you broke away from, is dealing with these types of individuals who just want a handout or who just want to use you for what you have to offer, right? It's come to a point in your life, like, if they ain't bringing something to the table, I don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? With this energy, okay? And so there is this energy coming through, like, you're finally getting in alignment with people who are also working hard. Maybe, like, it definitely feels like people who have goals and ambitions, who aren't just sitting on their butt, who aren't just trying to get a handout is also what I'm hearing. And also, you're kind of putting people in their place in this regard because they thought that they could just approach you, you know, like you just regular schmegular, and you're not, right? You're built, okay? You've built this from the ground up, whatever you got going on. And heaven forbid, like, people try to come up in your energy and try to take that away from you is what I'm hearing. Yeah, boss daddy. What did I say? Stable, rich, business owner, CEO, BDE. Exactly. That's your energy now is what I'm hearing. Okay, you've built this. Thief. This whole freaking reading. You've dealt with thieves, conniving, people who want to sit here and take what you've built. Okay, that's literally the message coming through. Bad karma at the bottom of the deck. Dude, this whole freaking message. Yeah, they're getting their karma. Okay, you are literally walking karma to individuals is what's coming through here with that thief energy. Because what you've built for yourself. And, like, you're not going to let anybody just come up in your energy and take away from you. It's not even just, like, financially. It's, like, emotionally, mentally. Like, people who try to just take from you. And now you're in this energy of recovery. You're recovering from this traumatic situation. And, like, you know, we go through things so we can learn. Okay, so you learn a long lesson in regards to, like, not trusting people so quickly, right? That's what I'm hearing. Not everybody who smiles at you is your friend, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and who get too close too quick is also what I'm hearing. Someone try to get too close too quick, okay? And, like, love bombing is given, okay? Narcissistic energy. And so now you're just in this energy of just, like, building your own, okay? And, you know, reevaluating people who want to come up in your space now. They feel like you're unattainable now because, like, you're just over here winning. You're winning. The game of life is what I'm hearing. Every day you're slaying. Every day you get in the bag, period. We do have family coming through. So somebody try to either break up a family is what I'm hearing. And, like, there's something about family that's being restored. And maybe it's not in a way that's, like, not blood related, or, like, it just feels like you're finally connected with people who are genuine, okay? This is the season to connect with genuine, real people, okay? Who have the same core values as you is what I'm hearing. Strength. What did I say in the beginning? Like, you didn't realize how strong you were to sit here and get through the situation. Like, I'm hearing also with family and strength, maybe you're having a bond build with family or certain family members also could be. We have manifestation. Yeah, all your manifestations are finally arriving is what I'm hearing here. New beginnings at the bottom of the deck. So there's a new beginning that's manifesting now as you let go. Look, friendship. You're manifesting new connections, new friendships, okay? And so as one door closes, another one opens, and things are being replaced. Like, everything that you felt was taken from you, you're literally getting blessed back tenfold is the message coming through, okay? Yeah, these people are now seeing you on another playing field. Like, you're way out of their league now. Like, you're in a different freaking game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even the same caliber with them, okay? Because you've grown up so much through you just taking the power back and not being a victim after the circumstance. Because, you know, you could have sat here and just been a victim if you wanted to. But, like, you're not in that energy. Like, every day you're battling. Every day you're putting on your armor, right? You're going out there. You're slaying the dragon. You're getting the gold this season, period. Yes, we have career coming through. We also have well-being. So like I said, this feels like an energy of you just working on yourself and doing what's right for you with the well-being card. And also I'm hearing with friendship and career, you're going to be like working somewhere where you're building new connections and friendships is what I'm hearing here. It could be as well. Okay, but your career is on the rise is a big message coming through. All right. Yes, I love that for you. And clarity. Yeah, you've had clarity of your path. You know what to do now. That's what I'm hearing. You know what to do now. You know the story and the narrative. On to a new book is what I'm hearing. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have fertility and beauty. Yes. This is your most fertile, beautiful season. It's definitely giving like Venus energy. We did have Venus at the bottom of this deck as well. It says beauty, art, love, harmony, and aesthetics, and your energy is juicy. So right now, your energy is juicy. Underneath that, we have your grass is real, their grass is turf. Energy don't match. Like I said earlier, you got some people who are still trying to front on you is what I'm hearing, but they looking dumb and crazy is what I'm hearing. All the while you over here having clarity of your path, knowing that you are beautiful and that you have so much to offer the world and the world has so much to offer you, boo. Okay, so go get it, boo, period. Ooh, hey. We literally have reflecting twice in this reading. Like I said, back to this energy, we have Virgo energy coming through, especially with that Hermit. Okay, this is a time period of reflection and asking yourself what you truly want for yourself, okay? We also have moving forward. So yeah, you're moving forward. You're moving on from this ish. It just feels like brighter days are ahead of you is what I'm hearing here. We literally have beauty twice in this reading. I feel like after the situation, you just started looking better. You started to glow. You started to like glow up is what I'm hearing, because you were no longer preoccupied with the dramas of other people and their BS. You know, it's like, you know, let's say for example, you got out of a relationship and in that relationship, like you just looked like your soul was sucked. And like now that you broke away from that connection or those situations, like your vitality is coming back is what I'm hearing. Wow, that's so beautiful. I love that for you. You are beautiful. You are a gem. You are safe. You are held. You are supported. Okay. Yeah, we have going within and we have rebirth. Yeah, exactly. So this has been a time period. It's like you're coming out of the cocoon is what Spirit's saying here with the rebirth energy in spring. You're in full blossom, baby. Okay. And so this is what I'm saying. Like the reason why it's like, even though they don't like you or they feel salty and also in regret, like at the same time, like they're noticing you glow different. Like you're just radiating differently now after the situation. Just like a Super Saiyan, boo. You go with Super Saiyan on them. After every battle, the Super Saiyan gets stronger and stronger, right? So that's exactly what's happened with you, dude. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have retreat. So maybe you're feeling called to go on a retreat is what's coming through here, okay? Also, you're like a spiritual retreat or going on a vacation as well. You deserve it, okay? Treat yourself. That's a big message for you, darling. All right, boo, let's go ahead and get you some final advice. I'm so excited for you on this new chapter. You know, just keep on giving people a show because you're a showstopper, period. All right, Spirit, what final advice do you have for my spiritual baddies who are slaying? All right. Wow. Okay. We have Earth at the bottom of the deck. It says the world keeps spinning. Completion, fulfillment, and success. Yes, this is the completion. You're finding success, period, on your path. We have pleasure point. You'll like it up here. Abundance, sex, and prosperity. This is the season that you're in. You're in the season of abundance. This is definitely, like I said, your energy is juicy. Okay, so right now it feels like, you know, just getting tapped in with yourself and enjoying this ride, you know, because like you've been through the battle and now is the time for you to enjoy yourself. Okay, I mean, just look at the card. That's all I gotta say. All right, boo, I love you so much, and just treat yourself. I feel like you need to treat yourself. Okay, do something sweet for yourself because you deserve it. This is everything I have for you, darling. I send you so much love. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out. Until next time, you have a blessed, wonderful day. Ta-ta.